Hi everyone, I'm Rich Noonan for World Business Watch, a program in which we travel all over America in search of our nation's best businesses.
Today, the King Group, a leader in the belts that move our world. Bob King has been in the belt business for about 40 years now, and the King Group was born the way many American success stories were. Bob didn't like it when his former employer of many years cut his sales commissions, so he quit and opened his own company. That was back in 1989. The King Group quickly became a leader in the industrial belt and hose business.
We have a lot of competitors, but very little competition. You know, they don't offer what we offer.
That might be an understatement. The King Group is legendary in the belt business for its incredible customer service.
I take your business personally. I don't take it as just, you know, a corporate entity. I take it very personally. And so I want them to have the best product they can have. I want them to have the best service they can have. I want them to get the belt as quickly as they need.
Longtime King Group client Clayton Hullen owns Green Brothers Earthworks with 5 locations around Atlanta, and belts like these getting pounded every single day.
We're constantly running machines that have belts. One machine has 5 belts, another one may have 3. Some may only have 1 or 2, and then you multiply that times 5, and it's a lot of belts. I can pick the phone up and call Bob and tell him there's a machine down, and within 2 or 3 hours, Bob is here. Usually he already has measurements now because we've used him so much in the past. And the next day, I've got another belt here sitting ready to go back on the machine. So 24-hour turnaround is huge in this industry.
This is another King Group client. Big, tough belts are the lifeblood of advanced disposal. If these belts break, the recycling business shuts down, and that is a big problem with 2 shifts running and dozens of people relying on belts such as this one. We were at the King Group workshop one day when this huge belt bound for advanced disposal was being prepared for delivery. The belt will carry tons and tons of recyclables for a very long time once it is installed. What we also saw that day, though, is that Bob King is a very hands-on guy. He doesn't have to be out in the shop, but he wouldn't have it any other way. Advanced Disposal General Manager Zach Poucher is also a hands-on guy. He can work the line as well as any person here. And he respects Bob King and his team because they, too, will do whatever it takes to keep this plant running.
Typically, you know, your belts come certain dimensions, certain sizes, and they got a part number. And you can call anywhere and get a part number ordered. But Bob will refuse to just order a part. He'll want to come out, or somebody from his company come out, look at where the part's going, and give you options. Say, hey, you know, you've got a cheaper route this way, or you got a better part or material. And you know, this day and age, that type of service is just hard to come by. Not only will they come out and inspect your equipment and then order the parts, but they'll deliver the parts if need be themselves, and actually help you put on the parts or train you to put on the parts.
King Group Vice President Bo King learned the lessons of his father Bob well. He says providing top quality and superior customer service are a lot easier when that's all you've ever known.
We always learn to make sure we do it right the first time. Always told to, you know, measure twice, cut once. You know, that was what I learned, you know, growing up as a kid. So always pay close attention to detail. More importantly, you know, find out exactly what the customer's looking for.
The King Group is a small, close-knit company where craftsmen do custom work of all kinds on belts and hoses right in the King Group shop. If a customer needs something special, it will be done, and done right.
For me, you know, I'm doing the work maybe 25–30% of the time, or supervising somebody doing the work. So anything that I feel is not right, I'm going to be the one delivering the product to the customer. I want to make sure it's right. So just really the hands-on approach is what makes it different, probably for most of our competitors out there.
We're a small company, which makes us very responsive. We're able to stop whatever it is we're doing and take care of a problem. If a customer has a breakdown, you know, we get it done within a matter of hours. So that's really a big part of our business, a big niche.
Rocky Ponders knows all about that legendary King Group service. He's Vice President of Columbia Recycling, which is a huge carpeting and yarn recycling facility with over 400 employees in Dalton, Georgia. Rocky has been relying on Bob King for over 25 years. In fact, before Bob even started his business.
I trusted Bob. Bob would come up and take care of me, whether it was a weekend, whether it was a holiday. If I called him and told him I was out of belts, he would get it up here. When he left and formed his own company, the King Group, I went with him because I was buying from Bob King, not from any company. Relationships mean the world to me. The fact that I trust the man means the world to me. The fact that when we were a very small account, he took just as good a care of us as he does now. And it means a lot.
I mean, when you get to be my age, you know, success is not your goal. It's satisfaction. It's accomplishment is more your goal. And so I feel really good about that. And when customers say to me, "Thank you for taking care of my problem," or whatever, I really love that.
4 decades of superior customer service. Remember that name the next time you need a belt or hose or just some advice about your machine. Call the King Group.
You know, but the service is king. No pun intended.
The King Group. Service, experience, and most of all, integrity. For World Business Watch, I'm Rich Noonan. We'll see you next time.